Is there any advice if you're deeply able to
Yeah, obviously, yes.
wherever I was?
Thank you. Well, yes.
If partner in every and he need a million. Today in us, but I am falling over the me the world. But if I you would are a million.
First of all, thank you so much, Anand, to organize this interview. And I'm sorry, as I said before, after a long delay, I got a chance to reach out to you. And I'm so excited. What inspires us to start Ames Media? I always believe that significant and dignified livelihood is the key for everyone, to live um, happily and cheerfully. So, media and entertainment industry, which is one of the fastest growing industry in the world, and obviously in India. So, I realized almost 18 years back that this industry need a lot of skilled resources, whereas people with special abilities they could contribute in a different way, and that was a very empty area. So that excited us to do something for this, the to bridge the gap between this industry and the potential user. So yes, the gap inspires us to do something. And obviously when we started, uh, that was a very simple mindset as a academician to do something in the field of academic. But when we deep down into the ocean, we realize there are a lot of different functional ability which has been developed through the kind of program we have done. So yes, so every day there are new learning, new excitements, new challenges, which gives us a kick to inspire and to do something new.
What, what is the judgment of a million?
Oh, so uniqueness in Ames Media is first of all, Ames Media is an education solution company. Uh, we have started our journey not only for the people with special need, but yes, for the for offering different type of training and placement solutions to colleges, content solutions to the schools, and then gradually we landed in the world of special education. So uniqueness is that all the program whatever we have started, either it's art and design or archaeology or WWAD or AEMP, all these are the innovation in this field. So people they had only few options almost 14 years back when we started. So they had only option of making candles, masala packagings, paper bag making and all. So the uniqueness is that yes, we are the first and fast mover in this field, and the kind of aptitude test we do, I mean, in the form of assessing the creative intelligence, that makes us, different. And obviously, the implementation process that's called operations mechanism, either it's our quality assurance, performance evaluation, or its progress report, or the holistic development analysis format, what we do, and the kind of learning habits through the learning curve what we measures, these makes us very different. Yeah, so these I assume that these are the different units.
What, what is the best goal of a million?
Yeah, so goal, obviously, when we say inclusive and accessible world, so our company mission is also very much simply defined that we wanted to build an inclusive and accessible society. But inclusivity and accessibility, I assume it comes only through affordability. For example, if education is affordable, if infrastructure, or I mean the edge and appliances are affordable, or anything which is more easy or accessible for people probably who have less money or probably who have less knowledge to use. So it gives an equal participation to all the stakeholders in the society. So we wanted to make this inclusive and accessible society through the help of education. And that's why all this innovation, whatever we have done, as I said before, either it's curriculum solution for special schools or the vocational solutions. So yes, so answering your question is building an inclusive and accessible society. But I think the intention behind of asking your question was that where we wanted to see future, how big and what exactly we wanted to see. So honestly, we have already started working on two things through your platform, because I have not shared this information to anyone, but I'm excited to share this with you. Two things what we are very sincerely working. One is uh, uh, building one state-of-the-art center for excellence, center for people with special need, which will be one of its kind in the world, where we are going to incorporate all the different type of technology education, not only limit to the multimedia, but it will also have artificial intelligence, uh, metaphor learning. It will also have robotics engineering. I mean, a lot of different things. Whatever you have heard of, for technology education, we are going to incorporate. That's a one thing. Second, we are in the process of setting up a workstation come production house, which will have a capacity of 300 people, where we wanted to employ these people. Though we have already, couple of different designers on board who have a different type of abilities and challenges, but we want to make one roof where everybody will work on a same place, and we have already started working on that area.
Oh, as it goes over time.
Uh, over the time, it has grown in a different way. I can give you a very quick example. Thank you for asking this. So, as I said before, almost 18 years back, when we had a vision of doing something, it took 4 years of time us to assimilate that yes, we seriously wanted to do something. And 2010, when we have incorporated our uh, first innovation in one of the school, it was YMCA in Nizamuddin. Uh, Honestly, that time we had no idea. As people like me, we are from very diverse background. I was economics teacher, landed up into this, so we had no idea that what exactly, how big and how impactful this will be. But the users, when they came back to us and they said, the attention, behavior, comprehensions, a lot of different areas which has been noticed by the professionals, they said, we should go to the different schools. So it is, I think, whatever growth you have noticed or people have noticed in Ames Media, uh, it is driven by the society. All the stakeholders, they have pushed us to do something beyond of that. And people only have they only have asked us to go from one school to another, and then from Delhi to Bangalore, Bangalore to Hyderabad, not only to the India, then only from India to abroad. And gradually then, when we have received zero project award, it has increased the wings, and today we have friends and colleagues or partner networks across 35 countries. So over the years it has grown in this way that today people under the spectrum, they love to do something on computer. Everywhere wherever I go, even the policymaker, they are not just limiting their mindset towards to the candle making and masala. So I think the big impact um, uh, what has changed or what has grown the Ames Media uh, is the outreach and the change in the practices, introducing technology in the education.
How the
Ames Media help differently able. I'll tell you how it helps. There are different ways. First of all, uh, the child who is under the age of, let's say, 5 to 14 or 17 years of age, which is a educational age. In that age, we give hobby oriented programs. We build art and design learning lab to the schools. And I think one point what we all need to understand, and I'm glad that you are asking such questions. uh, One curriculum is already there. I think the uniformity in the curriculum is already existing. For example, mathematics books are already there, boards are already there, the quality assurance policies are already there. The problem is that the people having certain challenges, they are unable to build their own interest to cop up certain presets curriculum. So how to build the learning interest, how to measure their different functional areas, how to map their learning habit, that is still absence in the special education segment. And there's a big chunk of population who is not going to the mainstream education. So these populations who is going to the special school, who wanted to pursue, secondary education, through your platform, I would say NSSO says 96% of population under the spectrum of disability, they don't even appear for secondary education. So why it happens? Because the learning interest is not there. So through the help of Art and Design Learning Lab, for the population of 5 to 17 year of age, we are setting up the labs to the schools. We are giving our tools to the schools through the help of cross-curricular integration, obviously via empowering the special educator and the policymakers. We are building the learning interest so the child who is having a special education, they at least can complete their or they can participate in the secondary education. So first segment is this. The another one is once the persons cross the age of 18 or maybe 14 plus precisely, they want something else. So through the help of AEMP, we are giving technology education to them so that tomorrow once they finish the education, they at least through the help of their desktop at their home, they can make certain type of creatures, illustrations designed for corporate. And I'm sure you are aware of a lot of our students, they have become entrepreneur. A lot of our students under the spectrum of autism also, I'm saying, they have been employed by some corporate houses as a designer. Recently, last few weeks back, Avian, one of the very big international company, they have hired two of Spectrum children as a designer for their company. So what happened? How it is helping to the differently abled people in two different ways. Academically, for the age of 5 to 17 year of population who are into the special education, and to the young adult or adolescent towards through the help of vocational education.
No, if not even
Yes, as I said that when we started our company, we started with this segment of neuro typical people only. I mean, the people, uh, I mean, the normal education we have started. Yes, we do train other segment of population also, but the core mantra today is only towards the inclusivity. So, for example, if somebody wanted to pursue the similar kind of education what a person with certain challenges is pursuing. So at the same time, if somebody without having any kind of challenge wanted to do the same education, so we can club both the things together, and this is how we do. So answering your question, yes, we have non-differently able people also. Like we have one program, it's called Archaeology Practitioner Program. That's a program only for the professionals, like rehab professionals, special educators, parents. So these are also the one of the segment of population to whom we have trained. And there are a lot of different type of workshops, capacity building programs, what we do for the engineering students, management students through different universities and colleges. That also we do.
how do the if is able to
It's very simple, Anand. I think 2 plus 2 equal to 4 is universal. It is for everybody, either it's differently able or non-differently able. The only uh, change and the challenge is about how to teach, which is pedagogy. So I would say uh, when we train differently able people, they are very passionate. They really wanted to learn it. They really wanted to enjoy it. The only problem is sometimes our trainers are not ready. They don't know how to teach it. So they have a certain set of pedagogies. Whereas to the normal people or to the non-differently other people, sometimes they know how to figure out their own problem and solutions. So when we are teaching a person having challenges, a trainer should be more responsible. A trainer should be ready with all different type of tools and appliances, different type of pedagogies, different range of examples, and the trainer should be responsible enough to make the learning should be very simple and step by step, so that every person can assimilate and learn easily. Whereas with the other non-differently people, uh, sometimes they are very uh, uh, they have access to figure out their own solutions. They can discuss their challenges with the peer group, and they can find out their solutions. So only difference is uh, if you're teaching to a person with differently able, a trainer should be very responsible. A trainer should have a range of pedagogies. A trainer should responsible enough to make a learning into the step by step so that person can understand it easily.
there any advantage if you're deeply able to
Yeah, obviously, yes. Lot of advantages. So first of all, uh, any company who hire a person with special need, they can relate that person through their CSR or sustainability or maybe a social impact policies. Second is globally, people are talking about DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusivity at workplace. So when you hire a person with special need, you complete the entire cycle of DEI. The third is when you hire a person with special need, an employer should be stress free. The employer should understand when they hire a person with special need, they're more responsible, they're more loyal. Uh, they will not make stupid excuses for taking leaves and non-completion of the task, because they know that that they are getting an opportunity. So and the fourth major important part is enabling societies is the core of every company. Either they are on IT, or they are on chemical, or they are on aviation, or they are on hospitality. Everybody wants, because every, like we say, Vasudev Kutumbakam means that the entire universe is a family. So when we consider that everyone is a family, so this is employer's responsibility to make this circle complete. And by hiring people with special need, it gives a sense of satisfaction. It gives a pride uh, within the ecosystem.
do every company can hire them.
Well, yes, I think so. Every company should hire them because, uh, uh, see, like when I was a student, I have done my schooling in commerce, in accounts. My mathematics, my accountancy, my business studies was pretty well. My economics understanding was good, but if somebody would ask me at that time that, Rakesh, can you fly a plane? Obviously not. If that time somebody could ask me that, Rakesh, could you become something which is not under my kitty? Obviously I couldn't. So what I'm trying to say is everyone has a preset of skills. So everyone can't do all the type of jobs. So similarly, through the help of sector skill councils, which are 38 in India, all the companies should understand which industry they falls in. They should follow the compliances of the respective sector skill councils, and then at the same time, the vocational education centers or the special schools also should comply those needs and gaps, and then easily it can be hired. The problem why people are not hiring is because because our institutions, special education system, sometimes they are unable to to comply or to sync with the sector skill councils, and that's why when people wanted to hire, they couldn't find the skill, the preset skills which are defined in their sector skill. So I think answering your question, yes, every company should hire, but why I'm extending the answer is that people should understand how they will hire, because it's not necessary a packaging company should hire a person with under the spectrum of autism as an accountant. It is not necessary every time. They could hire for other job roles also. So company easily can make a specific job roles based on the skill set. And now after this RPWD Act 2016, there are a lot of options, 21 categories of disability now in India. The reservation also being increased, and SCPWD also talks about a presets of jobs. So I think it is very easy for the companies to hire. But now only point is it should become a part of their HR. It should become a part of their initiative, which is sustainability or CSR. So it can be higher easily. Yeah.
they may unequally workforce beyond the area of inequality. Do in and the role in the
Yeah, obviously, yes, Anand. I can give one example through your platform if people are listening. Uh, one of my friend, uh, she runs a company. It's called Valuable 500, and Cassie herself under the spectrum of disability. Uh, she tried to reach out to the all top 500 company CEOs to understand, to map their job roles. And I think globally, you rightly mentioned the skill set and qualifications gaps is there. But at the same time, if I say like India, we have a presets of NOS, presets of QPs, presets of the frames of the program. The only point is any responsible vocational training or any responsible professional training should understand one thing. I can't teach according to own my thoughts and wish. I should teach as per the employer requirement. And these requirements, as I said before, we should follow those policies which is already predefined about the job sets and skill sets. So individually, like I give one example of Cassie, she runs a company. I said valuable 500. She's doing a wonderful, great job throughout the entire Europe. Uh, in India, there are a lot of good people. Shanti Raghavan, she do a wonderful job in Bangalore. They all are in individuals, but individuals when their passion is big, when their thoughts are clear, when their destination is sharp, every individual becomes an institution. So if any individual will start thinking in that perspective, certainly this problem, I would not say that 100% remove, but yes, the population size, the unemployment population size will certainly decrease. Through your platform, I'll give you one very quick and interesting example. In Gujarat, there is one very famous papad company, Lijjat Papad. We all have that was a part of our grocery in our early age time. Uh, Legit Papa, how they works? They make the doughs. They have a preset defined weight of every dough, and they call the women from the different part of rural part of India, and women comes to the counter. They collect the doughs. They go back to home. They have a preset of stencils. They come back to the factory. They submit their papads, and then they sell the papads. What I'm trying to tell you is, it is not necessary that every time you should hire somebody at your own office. You can outsource also. Outsourcing is a big industry. Like all the BPOs, these are the outsourcing industry. So if, and as an individual or maybe as an institution, as a company, if I have an intention clear, I want you to employ somebody, maybe I can help you by not calling you in my office. But if my intentions are clear, I can outsource my job to you also. So outsourcing job, mm, fostering the self-employment practices, fostering the open employment practices, fostering the sheltered employment practices. These are the fours which will certainly reduce the gap of unemployment.
That's what use AI making jobs and
Yeah, obviously. So AI is the world tomorrow. Yeah. In fact, I think next week we are holding one workshop just for the people's understanding that how AI's integrations, technology intervention has changed the world, has changing the world. So I would say that how we teach our students today, we are not teaching them Photoshop, we are not teaching them Corel, we are not teaching them softwares. We don't want them to become the machine. We teach them rasters, we teach them vectors, we teach them the process, we teach them what it is. We don't teach them only that how to do it, because if you will give a prefixations to somebody that you can design a graphic only through Photoshop, so it will make somebody handicapped. It will make somebody mentally handicapped. They will not think beyond of. So we don't give them only a preset of tools. We give them a lot of different AIs. We give them a lot of different open sources. So yes, we use massively AI and open sources to teach animations, computer graphics, editing, everything.
and you share it people of somebody who benefits from your program.
Yeah, sure. I can give you a few, like uh, because you're talking about Ames Media today, so I need to give you examples from different initiatives. So let me give you one example of Alex is one of our student. She lives in Bangalore, and today she runs a company. It's called Pumpkin Patch, and she's a pride for us. And the way she lead herself, the way she lead her company, yeah, it is really remarkable. She was a student of AMP, computer graphics. She learned it. She understood how to use this sublimation machines, and now when she runs a company, I assume that she's nowadays hiring, or maybe tomorrow she will certainly hire the so-called normal people also in her company. This is one quick example. A similar example from Dubai. So one of the childs, they came to us. I mean, the family, they came to us just for a basics of learning. When they were here in India, they understood something. They went back to Dubai. They learned something from us through virtually. Now today, Josh run a company called Josh Creative Box. There are a lot of good stories. The people who have become entrepreneur. This is one type of examples. Whereas on the other hand, as I said before, uh, the focus of the company is not only to make people machine. The focus of the company is to make people, you know, to grow them holistically. So that's why we do a different type of innovation through the help of WWAD, the fashion show. What we do, people also like Pranav has, become a professional model today. Pranav Bakshi, who is a very famous name for media these days. Gulfam Ahmad also become a very famous inspiration, influencers, our fashion model today. So there are good stories from different aspects of program. Yes. So I mean, as I said before, we don't only promote. We are not only promoting the open employment. We are also equally promoting, freelancers, which is self-employment, supportive employment. So that's why there are different set of examples. As you asked me a quick 2 or 3 examples, I think these are 2, 3 examples. Honestly speaking, Anand, from bottom of my heart, I have given a lot of interviews in my life, lot of things have happened. But this type of interview I never have given. This will imprint in my life throughout. Honestly speaking, that's the first.